Everything we call discipline is a self-deceptive illusion. We treat willpower as a finite resource to be summoned, but the failure of our resolve is usually a structural problem. People who stay consistent are actually designing environments where good habits are inevitable and bad habits are impossible. They prioritize the structure of their systems over the pursuit of fleeting goals. We do not rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. This approach reframes habit building as a gradual redesign of your daily identity. This trajectory shows how daily habits function like compound interest for self-improvement. Small 1% adjustments appear negligible in the moment, but they accumulate into massive results over time. Coach David Brailsford applied this logic to the British cycling team. He ignored sweeping changes and instead looked for a 1% improvement in every technical area of the sport. The results of this micrometric system were undeniable. Under Brailsford, the British team went from a dismal record to winning 60% of the Olympic gold medals in cycling. You start by creating a habit scoreboard. List your autopilot behaviors: waking up, making coffee, checking your phone, and mark them as positive, negative, or neutral. You are not trying to change anything yet. This inventory reveals the patterns you usually ignore, providing the clarity needed to begin an intentional change. Every habit is driven by a 4-stage biological loop. A cue triggers a craving, which leads to a response, and finally a reward. Visual cues in your environment dictate this loop. Leaving apples on the counter makes them the path of least resistance, while a bowl of cookies in the same spot triggers an immediate craving that overrides your internal motivation. Humans are biological machines addicted to conserving energy. We naturally gravitate toward whatever path requires the least effort. You can manipulate this through addition by subtraction. Removing physical friction makes a new habit easy, like setting out workout clothes, while adding friction, like hiding the TV remote, makes a bad habit difficult to repeat. True discipline is about engineering your surroundings so that your environment does the heavy lifting for you. The danger of a formed habit is the autopilot trap. Once a skill becomes automatic, we stop engaging with it, and the quality of our performance begins to drop. Use the 2-minute rule to scale your efforts. By committing to just the first 2 minutes of a new habit, you establish the identity of the person who shows up before worrying about the complexity of the task. To maintain focus, apply the Goldilocks rule. You stay engaged by keeping your challenges in the middle ground, difficult enough to stay interesting, but easy enough to ensure success. Continually adjusting these routines prevents your identity from becoming stagnant, ensuring your progress is resilient over the long term. The framework for change is built on 4 laws. Make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. To break a bad habit, you simply invert them. You can enforce these laws with a habit contract. By involving an accountability partner, you use social pressure and the threat of financial loss to deter unwanted behavior. Behavioral change relies on immediate feedback. What is rewarded is repeated. What is punished is avoided. We often avoid fixing our most destructive habits because the change forces a confrontation with our current identity. Cast the first vote for your new identity. Declare the one habit you are going to break in the comments below.